Hey everybody, welcome back to Kill by Daylight. It is time for the 9th anniversary stream. This is the reaction. A little bit late to this one. Had some errands to run, so I'm a little behind according to the thingy on YouTube. Stream ended about like an hour and a half ago, so I'm not too late. Getting ahead of all the leaks. I got a nice McDonald's Diet Coke. Unless McDonald's wants to sponsor me. Hell, I'm open to it. I could be a great sponsor, just saying. Ronald. Does Ronald still exist? I don't know. But I'm here with good old Golden Freddy. In case you don't follow me on Twitter, you have no idea what that means, and thank God for you, because that site is a shit show. I finally got the U2's Golden Freddy that I ordered like 2 months ago. They take forever, apparently. First time ordering from U2's. So he is here with me, watching. Hopefully his buddy, Golden Bonnie, make it to the fog. We got an hour worth of goodness. We have timestamps. I thought I said roadmap and lol. I'm like, what is lol? That's weird. I gotta wait 40 minutes. I might just jump to this and then react to everything later, because that's the only... That and the choose your own chapter. That's the weird thing. I'm not trying to find like leaks and everything. Okay. Let's just go. Polly.
This might be the best one yet.
Our usual celebration thing. Alright. Yeah, showcase call merch more. Hell yeah.
Very strong focus on quality of life.
I found out
Great.
Daylight and instantly it became a home.
Thank you, thank all of you.
Still the scariest chapter they released. Hot take, yes, probably, maybe. Unknown, still the scariest one. Come at me, bro. I'm ripped. Kind of, not really. Sip of Diet Coke. Let's go, come on. Oh god, trademarks. Konami, Alan Wake and Remedy, D&D. What was that last one? Hold up. Hold up, Eric and Kote. Looks like Kote doing... going back frame by frame. Yeah, Wizards of Coast, yeah. Oh, for the Ringu. Flash Spiral? I didn't know that was a subtext.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Folks, we got a show for you.
I hope so.
Oh yeah.
That,
Come on in. There's still room. Pyramid Head's at the back there.
oh wow.
Hi.
Show him. Show my boy. Oh, hell yeah. Rick and Morty, new season next week, 2 weeks from now. Hell yeah, let's go. Rick and Morty confirmed for DBD.
In the biz, they call that a hype trailer. Seems that it worked. I felt pretty hype coming out of that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary
That fit, Eric. Snazzy little suit you got there.
live stream spectacular.
I'm going to be doing this if you're new to this channel and how I react to things. I do this frequent pausing because I don't want to be like... Well, I don't want to be targeted by Jack's films. That's it. I'm not one of those like, let's just watch in silence, right? That's why I'm like, what's the interesting stuff? This is just like the intro. I'm like, I want to see the interesting stuff, right? That's what I'm gonna get to.
From
But I will be respectful to Eric and Matthew.
East in Boston, Massachusetts.
Boo! As a Knicks fan, boo! Terrifying. Terrifying. I just noticed that.
This is one of my favorite events every year, but I haven't been here for a good decade. What's happening?
It's better in New York.
Oh.
Has PAX East ever been in New York? I don't know.
It's a great event. I used to live in Boston, Massachusetts.
Cheap pop. Cheap pop.
But for some reasons out of our control, we haven't come for a number of years.
Yeah.
There was a global thing that happened.
Yeah. But yeah.
We don't talk
Pax
about
has always
that,
been
Eric.
Very special
Yeah.
for us. It's not only is it an amazing place to be, it's just awesome to be with our people here. But it's where it all began for us, right?
It is.
9
Is it?
years ago, we
Is
had
it?
the smallest little booth you can get in the corner there, and then we showed our little game to people. We didn't have much back then. We were a team of 30 people. We had a dream. We had stars.
Oh,
in our
God.
eyes.
Look at that. Wowzers.
Oh, Jiminy Jilliker.
Jiminy Jillikers.
But we
Fucking
had
Matthew.
this little gem of a game, this strange asymmetrical multiplayer game where 4 people are trying to escape a nightmare while someone is trying to murder them all. And somehow it resonated. People understood what we were bringing, and it worked.
Bro, it's still like killing every other ASIM game out there. Like, where? Let's see that photo again. Where's that photo? Jiminy G. Willikers, Batman. Like, this little setup, 9 years later, is the king of ASIM games. Not just horror games, but ASIM games. Crazy. Divinity 2 is there too? Sheesh. Like, yeah, that's crazy to think about.
With my eyebrows back then.
Let's have a hand for Matt's eyebrows. 2016 eyebrows were very bushy. I love it. So I like to think the team delivered on what you said, and now
Great job so far.
in a place where we have 38 killers. 38 survivors. 45. Jesus, I have it backward. 38 killers, 45 survivors.
There you go, Eric.
And
Insane.
1 billion perks.
About 1 billion perks.
As I say, too many to keep track of.
So many really, really awesome licenses that came to join us over the years.
Yeah, so I think you have always said it's kind of a love letter to the 70s and 80s horror movies that we all love. What really kicked it off on the partners licensing side was Mr. Michael Myers, right?
Miguel.
Halloween. There are a few here, I believe. Halloween was the very first time we brought in some legends of horror. Many more followed after that.
Yeah, Leatherface, Chucky, Alien,
Ghostface, Stranger Things,
Ash from Evil Dead.
and
Crazy.
on and on.
Yes.
Crazy
And on it
shit.
rolls.
Yeah, one of the big milestones for us was probably like Silent Hill. Silent Hill was the very first time we had a video game chapter, and for us it meant quite a lot because Silent Hill and Resident Evil specifically were games that inspired a lot of us on the team to make video games, right? They were with us when we were young, and being able to work with these people to create something in our game
Boo, Wesker,
that
boo.
they were proud of, that they thought
People
their
don't like
fans would
going against him
enjoy,
totally
was
'cause he's played
so
too much.
validating and humbling, honestly.
We should do more with them, I agree.
Yes.
I'm just saying, that's my opinion. Just
Eric, you can't say the quiet part out loud. We all want Lady D. That's it. That's all you had to say. Don't boo me. You know, I know what makes you people cheer.
to get out of the opinion.
Rick and Morty reference.
I just realized, by the way, I want to apologize to this half of the room because I'm just looking over here at Matt.
Okay, I'm looking at them.
Hi. Yeah, you get Matt's face, which is better in the end anyway. Or you can look at me up there. Sorry. So yeah, iconic licenses, Matthew. It's a nice segue, actually, to our show today. We've made add another or some.
Yes.
Well, then
That was a
let's,
delivery.
Without further ado,
Yeah, what are
dive
we
into
gonna
the
talk
run of
about today?
show to tell you what we're actually going to talk about instead of Matt and I just rambling. So if you want to put that up on the screen, we're going to kick things off.
That's fine. Start a podcast. Fuck it. I would listen to these two people just talk about horror. I would listen to it.
Whenever you want, with Jose and Justin to talk about the upcoming content roadmap, as well as quality of life updates.
Please explain what the Choose Your Chapter is, please.
Stop it. After that, Dave and I will be back to give you more details on the next chapter, which is, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's!
What?
Even a year later, it's still fucking wild that this is happening. Crazy. Crazy that this is happening.
What? They said it could never happen.
They said
Some people did, including Scott Coffin. To be fair, I know it's supposed to be a joke, but still.
we shouldn't do it.
We're doing it. We're doing it
Fuck the
live.
haters.
After that, we've got fan favorite Rosalie to introduce you to some amazing upcoming collections that are coming to the game.
And then my favorite, Dave, no shame on you.
No, that's not.
Dave is coming back after that, and he's going to tell you about another one of our original chapters that we're going to do that has a major twist.
It's a little
to it.
spoiled on the picture right there. It says choose your own chapter, but just pretend you don't know.
You spoiled it 2 days ago before the stream, my dudes. But like, here's the rundown. It's like, choose your own chapter. Like, what? It's an original chapter, though. That's interesting.
What it means.
Pretend you can't read.
So
I can't read most of the time.
Things rolling now.
Nothing's different.
Just leave.
What?
I'm just going to leave now.
Well, but he's going to come back. Don't worry, Matt.
I'll be back.
Matt's not done with the show by a long shot. Thank you, Matt.
Have fun.
He said he would be back about 4 times now, so he always comes back.
And now we'll welcome Justin Brown and Jose Ramos. Welcome, guys.
There's their crotches.
Hello, everyone.
Jose is our executive producer on Dead by Daylight. He's a vice president as well, for people who care about that sort of thing.
Wow,
Justin
all right.
is our senior director of product management. If you don't know what that means, he cares a ton about the game, actually. He's kind of one of the main people that my team talks to from the community team to help make changes happen in the game. And so that's why they're here, because yes, we have the content roadmap that we're going to talk about, which is cool and new stuff, but also, more importantly to me, quality of life. The Quality of Life initiative couldn't have happened without these guys.
Yes, absolutely. It
I
is
take full
one way
credit.
to do my very first live stream, so that's pretty amazing.
So the only time we've seen you is on pre-records.
I will tell my kids that there were 12,000 people also. That's something.
12 billion Dead by Daylight maniacs in the Tokyo Silverdome, brother.
Like that. So yeah, as you said, I think we want to give you a sneak peek of our content roadmap leading us to the 10th year anniversary, which is crazy just to say. We will also give you an update on our quality of life efforts, as you mentioned, something incredibly important for us, hopefully for you, and we'll make sure to give you all the details.
Yes, of course. And before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out, a thank you to the incredible Dead by Daylight team back home. It is because of their hard work and passion that we're able to deliver this content and this quality, year after year.
Shout out to the DVD team.
I salute.
Watching while they work, I hope. So, sorry, that's loud. I told everyone
Bro, it's a big day. Why do they not have the day off?
they can go do quiet mic. I'm very loud.
That's
Why
fine,
don't we
bud.
talk about some of the highlights of the past year, Jose?
You're
real
passionate.
quickly?
It's fine.
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of highlights, of course. I think the main focus was to bring things that you have waited for many, many, many years. I think the main one is
Start of game collapse?
2v8. So bringing 2v8 to life was something that we really wanted to achieve.
Meh.
Cross progression is something that also you waited for a very long time, and that now you can have. From a content standpoint, I think between Vecna, Dracula, A Killer with a Dog, but also the
Killer with a
most
Dog, you know,
recent,
whatever.
chapter that we released with Tokyo Ghoul was one of the most popular chapter ever, really, that we have had, and it was quite
So
amazing
far.
for us.
And I think you're a big anime fan, so you probably felt.
Yeah, and honestly, not only that, but the way we managed to bring the anime into the art sale of DBD, I think the team made really an amazing job. Yeah, that was really, really cool.
Shout out to our anime fans.
Many of them.
Our
Are we like, see how many react to that? Sukuna?
anime fans in Boston, Massachusetts.
I can dream. Give me
Thank you
Toji,
for
cowards.
indulging me.
But also, you know, this chapter gave us a chance, an excuse to travel to Japan for the first time in a very long time. It was long overdue. I think Dave, Matt, and the rest of the team spent really quality time.
It was long
with
overdue
them,
for
and
a
that's
vacay
really
in
what we want
Japan?
to do a bit more, you know,
All right.
spending time with our community, going to events like this one, and more to come. We were in Scotland recently. We were in Sao Paulo for Gamescom LATAM just last week, and again, we will be there in more events to come.
Fucking brag.
And to not confuse you, actually, we did release another chapter after Tokyo Ghoul just this week with the unshakable EMT Orella Rose, which is very cool.
I was gonna say, that was people's biggest concerns. It was like she was gonna get
I imagine
overshadowed.
Most of you have seen it already. We're still going to take just a minute to watch her amazing trailer. So,
It is fantastic. As I said in the Adept video, it is a fantastic trailer. Is this supposed to be the crash that's described in her one cosmetic? In one of her cosmetics, the one that's the one I wear in the ad video. It's the charity one that they released. It's like description of like it was a 3-car crash. One of the people was like, what, not bleeding, but they weren't breathing, and she's like, I'm not losing another one, or some shit like that. Is this that? My mind is making connections.
This cannot possibly be real.
This can't possibly be real. The giant bunny man. Another giant bunny man. And another giant bunny man. This game's gonna have 5 rabbits. You realize that, right? 6. I forgot Huntress. Huntress, the 4 Legion cosmetics, and hopefully, potentially, Springtrap. That's 6 rabbits. A lot of rabbits.
My name is Aurella. I'm here to help.
So fucking good. So good. Such a good trailer. Art style, animation, all that. I don't know if I'm being self-conscious here. I don't know if my volume is too loud. I'm playing it through the speakers. I don't know if the microphone is picking it up. I don't know if that's happening. So I'm like, is it too loud?
We got to do a lot of fun teasers for Aurella, so it was really cool to see people kind of fall in love with her before they even knew who she was.
It was a good
we
campaign.
know people like
leading up
teasers,
to her
we've heard that,
reveal
so
and
we're gonna
release.
Try to keep doing more teasers in the future. So, thank you.
It was very similar to Unknown, where we just got like, okay, real life stuff. Unknown is still like, for me, top tier like teases and that stuff. Especially the found footage analog horror stuff they did. Oh, so fucking good. But the voicemails they were releasing for Aurella, oh, those are so fucking good. I hope they do more of that stuff for future releases. Like, just tease us with like original chapters like that. Again, like Eric said, get us to fall in love with the character before we even know who they are.
And one last thing about Aurella.
This one, that one, that's the again I was talking about.
Actually, I think you see it on the screen right now. Very, very, very happy we're able to do this. We're running a charity initiative right now based on Aurella with the St. Justine Foundation in Montreal. They help sick kids. So it's running already in-game. It's going until the 27th of May. All you have to do, if you haven't already, is purchase one or both of those beautiful outfits in the game with orc cells, please, orc cells.
They kind of fudged on that one. That's why he's making that
100%
reference.
of the proceeds are going to that amazing foundation, which was important to us. It's a local one in Montreal.
Already bought it. Good skin. Real good skin. Looks real good.
We actually have a twist coming up in that campaign, too. Stay tuned.
Uh-huh.
Aurella marks the last release of the Year 9 calendar. So we're going to dive in now to the Year 10 calendar, Justin.
That's right, and this is the time when I try to bite my...
Is it the year 10 oops, look at that. Teasers! Is it year 10? Technically, we're going into year 9. I don't know, whatever.
tongue and not...
It's like Madden 2K27. Like, it's not even year 2025 yet. What the hell?
Give you guys any spoilers? So...
Licensed in June, licensed in November. 2 new survivors. Huh. Okay. I'm an idiot. You probably were like, you're stupid. June, I'm like, wait, that's a pizzeria in the background. That's the FNAF chapter. That thing there? That looks like a Tory game. Do it, cowards. Do Dandadan. Do a Dandadan chapter. Turbo Granny as the killer. Licensed chapter, by the way. 2 new survivors in July. 2 new survivors. Also, no survivor for FNAF. Huh. New map. So, there's that. But cowards. Coward Scott Cawthon didn't want to show us Michael Afton. Fucking coward. Rift. So September is the next OG one. I'm assuming that's going to be the choose your own adventure one. 2 new survivors and a killer in November. Huh. Yeah, hold on. Let me do research. Hold on. Damn. October nor November have a Friday the 13th. Damn it. Although, who the fuck would be the other survivor? You got Tommy Jarvis and who else? Nobody know what? Corey Feldman? No?
Story. I will say we have 5 chapters. 3 will be licensed, 2 will be original. Of course, the next chapter you guys already know is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Woo!
It's a killer and a map, but Dave and Matt are going to be up to talk way more about that just after us. We're going to follow that up with another licensed chapter that will feature 2 iconic survivors. I won't reveal who they are today, but you guys are going to love it for sure. And then finally, we're going to end the
You don't
summer
know
with an
that.
original
You
chapter,
don't
the
know
first one
that.
of the year. It's going to be on one of our favorite themes, which is folklore, Asian horror folklore specifically.
I'm sorry, I was
One of our
talking. I missed that.
Finally, we're
Wait.
going to end the summer with an original chapter, the
Okay.
first one of the year. It's going to be on one of our favorite themes, which is folklore, Asian horror folklore specifically.
Asian horror folklore. I see like I'm probably reading too much into it, yeah? Probably. This they wouldn't do like the Baba Yaga as a she's not Asian folklore though, right? She's like Scandinavian or something like that. I don't know, I see a house, I'm like, okay. It looks like kind of Red Forest-y.
And it's going to be one of the most gruesome chapters we've ever released, so we cannot wait to get it into your hands.
You had my interest, now you have my full attention.
It's messy. It's gory.
Okay.
We will close out the year with one big licensed chapter with not 1 but 2 survivors. And the last one is actually very interesting. It's a very special chapter. You see there is no killer in there.
Oh, new realm. I just noticed that.
Because there will be a survivor, but also a new realm that we know you are going to love. I wish I could spoil more.
You don't know this. 2 new licensed survivors that you're gonna love. Like, you don't know that. A new realm that you're gonna really love. You don't know this.
It's not yet there, but we will talk about it in the future. And
Around, like, this time next year.
Also be a twist on an existing killer. So the point also
What?
of this is because killer requires so much effort, we again want to give enough space and room to the team to be able to work on those quality of life elements. That's very important for us that, we kind of focus on that.
Yes, which thank
A twist to an already existing killer. Is it the fucking Skull Merchant becoming a ranged killer for some reason that they have yet to really, like, explain?
Thank you for the wonderful segue, Jose. So for some of you, of course, the content is what drives you and excites you, the new content that comes to DBD.
Yeah.
But I also think for a lot of you, and myself included, who, I talk to the community every day, the quality of the game, the quality of health of the game is just as important as the new stuff. So that's what we're going to talk about now. Like I said earlier, I'm really psyched that this is being prioritized. As Jose just mentioned, we've even taken the decision here and there to adjust the schedule of the year's releases based around doing more work on quality of life. So,
Not by that much, though.
Jose, why don't you take it away?
Not really noticeable.
So again, success of DBD is about the community. And so this year what we really want is to get all that feedback, to have more conversation than ever, to apply that feedback and to improve the overall experience of DBD. We think, and we're going to show with some details, that we have made great progress, but that doesn't mean that we are not going to meet some hiccups. The last release that we just had, we know has brought bugs on some of the killers, and that's something that we want to react very quick on. There is a lot more to come that, again, we are going to give a lot of details on.
Yeah, and just to mention on this week's release, maybe a little rocky, we are holding our hot fix schedule a couple extra days so we can get more fixes into it. Still coming next week, hoping to fix as many of the bumps in the road that we ran across with this week's release.
That's fine.
Of course. And
Take your time.
if you watched the
Take your time and fix what needs to be fixed. If you delay a hot fix 2, 3, a week, as long as those bug fixes are ironed out, there's no problem.
Live streams over the last couple of years, this is the moment when I would usually tell you about the 4 pillars we based our roadmap on. But this year, we're doing things differently. It's all around one central North Star, which is to make sure that Dead by Daylight is respecting our players' time. And so all of our focus is really about delivering on that promise to you guys as the players.
That's good.
Yes, and actually,
respected.
we've already started rolling out the quality of life stuff. The first major feature of it was the abandoned feature, which went out last release. It was pretty well received. We got also a lot of great feedback on how we can tweak it to be even better. So it's been a cool way to kick off the initiative with a big feature that helps to address some issues.
Of course, and the most recent release, I mean, despite some of the issues that you know are already there, we did fix some critical issues. The skill check release window, which had been sort of a plague for a long time, finally resolved. The unhook spam exploit resolved. We also finally added perk previews, which we had tested a long time ago. Not to be confused with seeing your Survivor teammates perks, which is something we'll do later in the year as well. And then the sort of...
I'd rather we had that than like the perk preview. I've been playing the game for 5+ years. I don't need the perk preview. I know where to go. That's good for new players. Maybe it should be something that is only relegated for a Survivor that doesn't have any blood points put in them. Like Arella just released. Like brand new, fresh out the package Survivor or Killer. That should be in the corner and be like, oh, what's that? For new players, like, oh, what's that? Oh, perks. That's a reminder. People who've been like, I wish you could turn it off. Maybe give me a toggle. I don't need it, but it can help some people. I understand that.
Controversial quest system. We do plan on monitoring that. The intention is never to make it more grindy. In fact, it should be the opposite, if anything. So we're going to look at the numbers. We're going to see if there's tweaks we have to make on the quest system. But we're really happy that you can finally make progress on more than one quest in a match.
Yes, very good.
In addition to removing that awkward pain point you've probably all experienced where you load into a match and then say, oh no, I already completed my last quest. Now I can't make any progress on any quest in this match. So that's finally removed and resolved with this new quest.
I'll say this before I stop. I know it can get a little annoying me constantly pausing. I apologize. But again, don't want to be, some wolves, if you know. As long as you listen to the feedback on the quality of life stuff and implement those changes, great. Right? I've been here long enough to experience oh no, oh you think this could be improved? Fuck off. I've been here for that and be like, oh my god, stop talking about hockey and just fix the things. Turbo Stoner, come on, man. If you're new to the game, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Be glad that you're playing the game as it is now with the team that is now instead of what it was. That's all I'll say on that one. So if they're hearing people yo, it's a little too grindy, because that's what I've experienced with it. It's it's great that I can, that hit of dopamine when you finish a match and the nice little thing comes up, go pop, pop, pop. You got 10k blood points and 15 shards and 20 shards and 15 shards. That's okay, that's great. Completing multiple missions in a game, great. It's a little too grindy still. So if they're gonna be all right, we're gonna tweak it just a little bit, great. Right, listen to the community, take the feedback in stride, and like he said, respect our time and our effort in playing the game. We love the game. Make it good for everybody.
System.
Cool. So we've got an asset we can put up on the screen to help us.
You got an asset?
Section.
Yes.
There it is.
So a bunch of stuff in that screen. I'm not going to go through it all, but a few ones that I really want.
I'm not gonna go through all of it. Anti-slugging surround. I'm assuming the check means they're implemented already. This could use some tweaking. Yeah, you stopped Franklin's, but I've played several games against a killer running third seal, and they play hit and run, and then they just start slugging, and same problem. A bit of a problem. I like third seal as a perk. Maybe change something where, you can see down survivors or something like that. You're down teammates. Bulk blood point spending. I got Arella day 1 up to P3 because of the blood point cap increase and the blood moon event. Oh, that's great. All right, I still have 2k or 2 million blood points. It took me an hour to put all those blood points in, just clicking autofill. that's tedious. So this coming sooner than later would be great. Even dropping with Springtrap would be amazing. Custom game improvement don't really care about. Improved AFK bots. Spawn roll map offering balancing. Hey, remove the offerings. There you go. Hiding and body block prevention. That's fine. Go next prevention. Curious what that could be. Gamma settings. That's here or there.
Want to highlight is everything you see in blue. So in green is what we have released. In blue is what is
I was right.
to actually be released just
let the video play. Whatever. Gosh.
in June, so very, very soon around the corner. And a few ones that I wanted to highlight. One is, for example, the gamma setting. We know that it can be tough when it comes to the darkness level of some map, and being able, especially for console players, to be able to deal with those gamma settings is, again, going to go a long way. The go next prevention is quite important. Encouraging survivors to not give up at first hook is really something that we want to fix and improve. And one last one, sorry, that I wanted to discuss a bit more in details is the bulk blood point spending. I was watching the stream of one of my favorite content creators just a few days ago with
Name them, coward.
She was super excited, saved millions and dozens of millions of blood points. And it takes a while. It takes a long time to spend those blood points.
As I just went through.
To spend them in a
said.
seconds is, I think, again, a small step for DBD, massive leap for DBD players for sure.
Before we move from the screen, this and this, you have to be very careful how you do it. Especially the like gamma setting. Because if you could just crank that shit all the way to the max and like what's one of the darkest maps? Like Steel Mill looks like corn, right? It looks like daytime on a nighttime map. Like you don't want to give people that much advantage, but you have a fine line that you have to like kind of play with. Same thing with go next prevention. Like you can't take away people's ability to try to Kobe, try to unhook themselves. I'm curious what they're doing.
This is how we find out I'm not your favorite content creator.
Oh
wow.
shit! Oh shit!
Sorry.
That Otz isn't. Oh shit!
I've had a few people come to the booth here at PAX just talking about the bulk blood point spending too. So glad that that's almost here.
Almost there. Oh yeah, no, actually there is another one, which is custom game improvements. So this one is actually, for me, a cool story. Is we had
custom match, yeah.
Custom matches.
Can you move the mic? You move the mic when you talk. I want to make sure everyone hears Jose. Custom match improvements.
Custom match improvement. Yes, we had a really great conversation with tournament organizers, with some content creators, in order to understand what they really wanted. And the list was really good, but then we asked, but what is the top priority that you have? Because we want to make sure that we will be quick to deliver on this. And we have identified those, and they wanted to move from 1 spectator slot to 5 spectator slots. They wanted to have hotkeys to be able to shift pretty easily from one player to another, and we are going to bring those things right into this June release as well. So happy to go fast on this one.
Yeah, and of course that's not where we're going to end with custom match. That's just what we're delivering in June. In the future, throughout the year, we're going to add more customization options to custom match, including the ability to start selecting limited time event modes in custom match specifically, which will be very cool.
What about 2v8? Can that be in custom match too?
Yes, it will include 2v8 in custom.
Oh yeah.
All right, that sounds pretty cool for people running tournaments and stuff like that.
Or maybe that was Matt. So we built this list.
We built this city on rock and roll, Eric. You know this.
The team got to be really involved in building this list based on your feedback that we've seen out in the community over years, some of these things. And we're going to continue doing that. So continue giving us your feedback, even as they release, like the abandoned feature. We know you don't get it one and done. We want to iterate and make them as good as they can be. So keep that up. It's not just lip service. Your feedback is super, super important. So thank you for that. And now phase 2. We've already talked about stuff
this
that
is where
people
Ultron comes
really
in.
Knew about. Now we can get into the second half of our quality of life
Oh,
initiative.
but jabbers.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, no.
Phase 2 is meant to take us through to the end of the year and even beyond.
Oh, keyboard and mouse on console. When that does happen, I will give it a try. I'm not going to be the best at it, but we'll find out. Anti-slugging, continued improvement, good. Anti-tunneling, anti-camping, good. MMR update, haven't had the greatest success with that. Map and key item balancing. Key is kind of useless now. Anti-cheat, more perk presets. Keyboard, mouse, console, custom game improvements, accessibility improvements, prestige rewards, reduced login steps, and 2v8 play while you wait. Okay, that could be like is it Overwatch, where like if you're queued for a ranked game, you can go into the training range or skirmish, something like that? This might be what that is.
And we are going to deliver a little bit more than we had even previously communicated on. So I guess I'll give it to Jose to tell us a bit more.
Yes, so the first thing that you can see on the screen, all the measures that we want to take in order to improve camping, slugging, tunneling, we will actually give you more details in the coming weeks and in the coming months. We want to do it right. It's something that we want to carefully craft, and we want to also discuss more with our community and our content creators to make sure, again, we do it right. There is things like the keyboard and mouse support that we are going to bring actually in the summer. Along with balance changes for map and keys that you are going to give us more details on.
Right, so map and keys, for the longest time, we've had 5 survivor items, of which only 2, maybe 3 have felt relevant. There's been these 2 sort of semi-relevant map and key items for a long time.
Irrelevant, I would say, for map and key.
We always update killers. We don't do a lot for survivors.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Are going to change to be basically a consumable version of Windows of Opportunity, if you can imagine that, which is very cool. And then keys are going to focus on revealing the killer's aura. They will still open the hatch, and there's also going to be some new gameplay related to the chests that the keys.
But why? The map is going to be a consumable, basically a 5th perk slot, being a consumable Windows of Opportunity, one of the most overrated perks, in my opinion. Oh my god, it's incredibly overrated. Unless you're learning a new map, it's an incredibly overrated perk. Okay, will it do the other stuff that maps already do? Because that's like the reason to do it, to find totems and gens. Okay, and the key will now be that annoying ass wall hack build. But like permanently? Like that's the thing it will do? Fuck, alright.
Take.
Alright.
Ooh.
And make chests open a little faster, I'm assuming?
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess so. So, in addition to bug fixes, there's a bunch of things we're super excited to tackle. The first, probably the biggest, is an MMR revamp. We've been hearing you guys complain about it for a long time. We really want to focus on making sure that MMR takes into account the actions you take in a game and how you play, as opposed to the current black and white, just survive and kill. So that's going to be a really big change coming to MMR. We've heard it. We're excited to deliver that.
It's another one of those things where you gotta like balance the line.
If you don't know what that means, it's matchmaking ranking, and it'll help with matchmaking when we fix that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's matchmaking
for the first
rating.
time ever in an update, we're going to introduce a new survivor item this summer, which will be very cool, right in decor. It'll be exciting.
Okay.
Of course, we're bolstering our anti-cheat measures because that's always a problem. We're going to
Just bury that one, by the way. Just like, oh, we're introducing a new survivor item. ... Oh, by the way, anti-cheat. Like, no. Is it going to be the axe that people want? People want an axe so survivors can chop down fucking breakable walls. We're not going to remove breakable walls. Just give survivors another consumable that's useless on some of the maps.
start showing you queue time, estimated queue time, which we don't do right now, which will be great this summer. And as much as we all love 2v8, we all know that there's one very, very, very big problem with 2v8, and that's how long you have to wait as a killer to get into a match, 12, 13, 14 minutes sometimes. Not on the next iteration, but the one coming in the summer, we're going to introduce a play while you queue feature. So you can queue up as killer. While you're queued up as killer, you can play matches as survivor in 2v8. While you wait, it'll hold your spot in line. You come back to the lobby, and you're ready to queue up as your killer. So you don't have to just sit there and look at the lobby screen for 12, 13, 14 minutes anymore.
Okay, that sounds weird.
That's coming very soon.
That sounds very weird. I thought it was like, oh, you play a bot match. That way, if you get matched, it'll just take you out of the bot match, which means nothing in the grand scheme of things. But if you're putting me in another 2v8, I don't know. I don't know about that one. You had me in the first half here with like the stuff that's coming in like June and stuff. Now this stuff, I'm like, oh, I don't know.
It's coming very soon, but not
I don't
in the
know.
next iteration of 2v8, which is even ultra soon. So the next
No,
next
I said
2v8,
Ultron.
just
Phase
so
2 is
your
Ultron.
Expectations are set.
Where's Joss Whedon?
Okay, one last thing. We do need to wrap it. I got the wrap it up signal about 5 times now.
Yeah.
If you are a content creator in the audience, we also have some quality of life for you. We are overhauling the Dead by Daylight creator program completely. And that's going to include what's called a support a creator system, which maybe you know from other video games. It allows you to support your favorite creator. The idea is that be a wide way for pretty much any deserving creator to be able to work with us, get stuff from us, and get rewarded. So stay tuned. We're going to talk a lot more about that in our next broadcast later this month or next month. And I do need to wrap up now, guys, so thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
wanna
you.
give us a-
Thanks, everyone.
Awesome, thank you.
I think, you okay for me to go?
Yeah, go for
I think some people here want to hear about Five Nights at Freddy's. So we are going to let that happen and bring out Dave and Matt to tell you all about it. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Bye, Eric. Quality of life stuff. Pretty good looking. All right, we'll say that. Roadmap looks incredibly intriguing. This? Okay. The bloodiest chapter we've ever done. All right. You got me half chub. Let's get full way there. Let's get rock hard, baby. This one is the intriguing one. A new killer and 2 new survivors from a licensed property. November is going to be fairly interesting, I think. New killer and 2 survivors. So I'm trying to rethink like what the leaks are. Indoraptor and Jeff Goldblum. The only thing I got for that one. New Realm. That should be interesting. The last one we got was oh, I can't. Boneyard, Bonesy? What the fuck is that? The Artist Realm. I was like, that one sucks ass. That realm fucking sucks. So hopefully this one's like actually interesting to look at. Maybe it's probably tied to the new Survivor, so I can't be like, oh, maybe maybe Trickster finally gets his own map, and we could do like bright, colorful neon stuff with him, and probably not that. This stuff, that fact that this is coming in June, excellent. Probably come with this FNAF update. Great. This stuff, I need more info on this stuff. Custom game improvement, that's for tournament people, which is great. I've been seeing videos, people like, it'd be easier to run tournaments if we just had the custom game improvements. That's great, that's coming. Remove map offerings. Yeah, that's great. This is the stuff I'm like, map and key rework to make them stupid? Don't know about that one, Chief. UVA, play while you wait? Not really keen on that one. I don't like 2v8 anyway, so it is what it is. I'm curious what the new Survivor item will be. But I don't give a fuck. Time for the star of the show. The main attraction. I'm assuming he's gonna be called The Attraction, right? That's like what every fan art has been for the past 3 years I've seen. Like, The Attraction.
Hello, PAX.
Isn't it awesome to be back here?
It's amazing to be back here. It's nice to see you, even though I don't see quite well. It's nice to see you in person. Also, hi to everybody watching us online. And shout out to all the cosplayer. I've seen some of them. They're amazing. You know, especially Mr. Unknown somewhere there. Amazing. But I don't see anything, so, right?
After.
Yeah. All right, so of course being here is pretty special, and we're here, it's perfect that we're here to announce and to reveal a little bit more of our top requested, you know, of all time of the history of Dead by Daylight.
Oh, there's a zombie hockey man that takes offense to that one.
Yeah, so Five Nights at Freddy is our next chapter, as we've said. It is
For a year.
one of those crazy games. It's such an amazing story. They released about 10 years ago, just like we did. It was one of the first little indie horror games. Today, it is a gigantic behemoth of a game and universe, actually. And we are thrilled to have Five Nights at Freddy's universe finally come into the fog.
God, they do run parallel, don't they? Dead by Daylight and FNAF, just like these two little indie games made by like Scott Cawthon's one person, and they were like he said earlier, 30 people. Wow, that's and then they just blew up around the same time. That's crazy.
So of course, the team has had a blast creating this chapter. It's such an amazing universe to explore. And I just wanted to say really quickly that, you know, we do survey. We survey our community to know what you want out of licenses and content, and we listen to it. And Five Nights at Freddy's has been the top of the list for the longest time. Yep. So finally, it's here.
So what are we doing with Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, okay, so let's start and reveal our new killer.
Yeah.
Let's
First and foremost. Ooh. That's it? That's all you give me? You blue ball me for 365 days, and you're just like, this is it. He looks like the FNAF 3 model, so I'm happy with that. That was my big concern. Like, oh, is it gonna look like the fucking Scrap Trap? All rights reserved, Scott Cawthon. I told y'all, he was the only one who holds the rights. This baby. Ooh. Oh, there's my boy. Oh, show me the gameplay, please. So right away, the leak is wrong. The biggest leak was like, God, who said it? I don't think they were reliable. They're like, oh yeah, it's gonna start with the fire from Pizza Sim, and then he's gonna go back in time for some reason and pick up an axe, and like, maybe that's the gameplay reveal. Maybe that's the full trailer they haven't released yet. I think it should be noted that I keep pausing a lot. It's fine. PTB is probably the 27th of May, probably 2 weeks away. So maybe we don't get information about what he can do. Hope not. Hope we get more.
You like that?
Okay.
Don't say it like that, Kote. You like that?
Well, thank you for that. So I guess we made the right choice.
Yep.
Yeah, it was obvious to us too. Of course,
Thankfully.
Springtrap is the ultimate villain of the series.
Yup.
And
10
for
years.
the first time ever, you'll be able to be in the suit. Isn't that amazing? You'll be the killer. You'll be Springtrap.
He will be known as the animatronic in our game.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. So the animatronic. Today we won't go into the power or the
Cowards. Cowards.
Yeah, we're not revealing a
What the-
lot, but
What the fuck is the point of this stream? What the fuck is the point of having this like big PAX thing if you're not like, yo, here's what he can do?
we'll show some screenshots later, and if you watch closely, you might see something very interesting. We're adding on top of the killer a very interesting survivor and killer mechanic that's quite unique to this chapter.
Okay.
That will appear every time you play as Springtrap, or that you face Springtrap. So you might get a clue about this. So obviously, we will...
But I know the leaks were like, oh, he'll have like a door mechanic? Or a security cam mechanic? It was like, that's the best thing about this chapter. Like, nobody knew what the hell was happening because they were shutting down all the leaks. And there were so many different variations of it. So it's like, all right, there's some intrigue.
We'll reveal more of that in a couple of weeks in another stream.
Is it when Rick and Morty drops May 25th on Adult Swim at 11 o'clock at night?
I want to say that the power and the perks are really authentic to the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, so I have to fucking talk about this. Every leak from, again, Ruthless, somebody I respect and hold in high regard when it comes to leaking because he's right almost all the time. the power was leaked to be he throws axe and he recalls axe. And I went, why is he just Huntress and Deathslinger's love baby? That doesn't fit what Scott Cawthon would want for his character. His big bad villain, his baby that propelled this series into stardom. Why would he want it to have a similar power to everybody else? Right? That was my whole thing. So if what Dave is saying is true, and I don't have any reason to disprove this lovely man here.
Are really authentic to the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay.
Yes. Now, one of the other ways that we like to bring authenticity to the content that we create is with cosmetics.
Yes. Yes.
And there are going to be a few.
Half chub, let's go. Rock hard, baby.
Release this, but there's one we absolutely need to talk about today. A legendary outfit for Springtrap that we will have will be taken directly from the movie.
Oh, really? Show me. Ooh. Bruh. He's got a knife. Like, hey man, I'm in Dead by Daylight, but not as the version everybody wanted. The dead body? Okay, it might be just because it's the legendary cosmetic, he's got a knife, so that gives me hope that he's not got a fucking axe for some god knows reason.
So, of course, you may have noticed on screen there, this is the Yellow Rabbit from the movie as portrayed by the absolutely talented Matthew Lillard.
Yes.
So
it feels like we paused there very specifically because it looks like he's about to say something. Like we stop it here.
So,
because it looks like he's about to say something.
You may have noticed on screen there, this is the Yellow Rabbit from the movie as portrayed by the absolutely talented Matthew Lillard.
Yep.
So we
hit me with a phone, dick. Greatest line in cinema history.
Get it out.
To fucking let it out.
Not only are we gonna have his pretty face in the game, but he was nice enough to record all the voiceover for the character.
Fucking let's go.
That's exactly what I said when I heard that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I do the stupidest thing ever. The way I get into this thing is I do like an ape thing. So hold on a sec.
I do it.
Holly, holly, oxen free. Holly, holly, oxen free. Ready or not, here I come.
Okay. Okay.
Fun.
He is such a cool guy.
Ollie Ollie oxen
so,
free.
As you've seen, there is no survivor in this chapter.
Ooh.
But yeah. But
we tried to get Scott, but he wouldn't let us have Michael. Okay. It's been what, 2 years since that movie came out? I haven't watched it more than once. It was fine. It was a fine movie. Right, if for what it was, for being non-canonical to anything. Does he say Ollie Ollie oxen free? Oh, I don't remember that part, but that's amazing that they got him. Like, hopefully they got like voice actors. Like, I'm hoping. Oh God, I don't know what his name is, but the voice actor for Springtrap. I hope he's reprising his role.
But there is a map. Yeah, thank you. We couldn't do this without, of course, the iconic location of Freddy Fazbear's
Which one?
area.
Which one?
You have things? Oh yeah.
Ooh. That looks like Greenville. Just like the tree,
we
the
took
sky.
Inspiration from the first game, so
okay.
You know, most of it. So instead of looking at it through...
By the way, having him chase, I think that's David's new cosmetic, or Vito's new cosmetic, where he looks like a night guard.
Where you're actually going to walk in it, and it's filled with Easter eggs, surprises.
Good.
And of course, jump scares.
Ah. Oh, wow.
And there's also one fantastic.
So why is there a hole in the roof? Is there a second floor? I hope they move. I hope they move, and if they get skins, they're not there on the map. That I doubt that, because that seems like a little much to do.
Well, I'll let you react to this a little bit more, I think.
Is that the time-traveling ball pit? As I said in my once video. Love the franchise, Scott. What the fuck? What the fuck? Kid's shoe, blood. Yep. Text notes.
It is cool.
It's fucking dope.
An awesome map. The team did great.
Was that the screenshot where
Can't
I'm
wait
supposed
for
to
you
notice
play
things,
into
by the
it.
way?
So there's also something very, very cool, a quality of life feature that we're adding with this chapter. We will have a separate queue where you'll be able to go exclusively in this map.
Good. That is something that should have been for every release that has a new map. In every game. If you're adding a new map to a game, don't just be like, it's got increased chances. No, a separate queue to test that out. I believe X Defiant did that. Now is it dead yet? Is fucking Eve's going? I don't want to get into it. But I believe that's what they did. Like, oh, new maps out? New maps? Here's a playlist of just those new maps. That's what it should be like. That's a great quality of life.
And that's something that's going to be present for every upcoming map in the future also.
Good.
Yeah, let us know if you actually like the feature.
That's
and
good.
That's,
That's
what we'll
great.
do. All right.
I mean, if everybody hates it, we'll take it out, but...
No!
We try to listen, is what I'm saying.
We tried to listen.
What else?
Well, I think we're actually out of time on this one, so it's okay.
Did motherfucker just pull a pocket watch out like he's goddamn Mad Hatter?
There's going to be a big stream. Also, you should know, especially there might be a few people here who are big fans of Five Nights at Freddy that do not know Dead by Daylight so well yet. So go check out our socials, check our newsletter. We will be teasing quite a lot and giving a lot more information in the week.
I've signed up for the newsletter about 15 times. I haven't received a single fucking email from them.
Leading up to the actual release.
Not in spam, not in
right
inbox.
Now, Dave and I will scoot. Dave will be back later, don't worry. And right now we'll leave the room to Rose and Eric to take you through some of the really cool collections coming this year.
What about the collections coming with the next chapter? Okay, hold up. I feel like that's from the movie. Freddy doesn't wear fucking gloves. Freddy's never wore gloves. This shot, great. Scanning to see if there's toolbox. There's a lunchbox, not a toolbox. I don't know if this is like the keep an eye out for a Easter egg. I don't know. That looks great. Show me the cool shit. There it is. This is fantastic. This is amazing. Don't fuck up and put 2 pallets here, by the way. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You can run up the stage. Please tell me you can boop the snoot. Please tell me you can boop Freddy Snoot. Also said there's jump scares on the map. I'm assuming they move. Alright. I'm happy so far. I need to know what his power is. That's the last bit of, like, anxiousness and nervousness, because I don't want him throwing a fucking axe and recalling it like he's fucking Junker Queen. Like, don't do that. That's dumb. That's stupid for him. But if it makes sense and is authentic to him and the character and the lore, Springtrap has always used a knife. That has been his MO since he was introduced. Cautiously optimistic that they don't fuck it up somehow. Alright, what am I gonna spend my money on that's not Springtrap related?
We're removing the map? No? Okay. I couldn't hear backstage. So, Five Nights at Freddy's, huh? Wow.
You say that.
How How do we follow that?
I have no idea.
You show cosmetics for it.
I'll tell you how, Rose, with upcoming collections.
See?
Thanks for joining us, Rose. Rose is, as often as we can, we get her on stream to share the cool cosmetics that are planned, and today is no exception. So why don't we dive in, because this show is running by us very quickly. So speaking of very quickly, I want to remind people or let people know maybe for the first time, about a year ago, we did a community contest where people got to submit designs for killers and survivors, among with other things. And they've just started rolling out in this week's update. So I think we have a little image or video. Maybe. We got Jake Lone Wolf.
Still shocked that Jake won over Sable. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This is fantastic. Singularity Singy Skin,
Little
fantastic.
Friend Badge by Yuki Yamato, and Singularity Death Top by It's Your Boy. You may have heard some discussion about the Singularity, that it's missing something on its face.
Oh.
Should we add the frowny face back to that?
Yes. Give him a smiley face and a frowny face.
I'm sorry.
Fine.
Frowny face is only when he gets stuns, though. It's only
how
right.
Community people pressure the devs to do things.
Just
Smiley
for you,
face.
though.
Smiley face.
Thank you, Rose. So we'll be doing that, so stay tuned. And we have a bunch more winners that are going to be rolling out in Rifts throughout the year. So thanks again to everyone who submitted. We're going to be doing another one. Stay tuned. So
Winners from the past one? Question mark? Okay.
cosmetics. Sorry for shouting.
Don't apologize.
So
Shout.
there's a really
Shout. Let it all out.
exciting one, Rose, that you know,
Other
taps
80s
into
references.
maybe a video game relevant audience.
So, as you guys might already know, we love dark fantasy at Dead by Daylight.
Hell
As you
yeah,
can
Miyazaki,
tell
let's
from
go.
our Fortune and Fog and Dungeons and Dragons chapters. Now we're super thrilled to be inviting another incredible fantasy world into the world of Dead by Daylight with...
Ah.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Huh. It's real. June 3rd.
You guessed it, The Witcher Collection, coming out on June 3rd.
June 3rd.
Never played The Witcher. Gonna be honest with you. Never played it. Looks fine. Never played it. That rumors have been swirling around about The Witcher coming in because, like, I guess they released a video or something like that. I was like, oh, that's the Witcher theme. Yeah, never played it. Kind of what I was thinking for this, for the July chapter. Like, oh, maybe it's Geralt and one of the two women he has. Maybe that's the new. Now I'm fucking out of all ideas. No idea.
June 3rd.
June 3rd.
No idea
very
who the
soon.
next survivors could be.
So fans of The Witcher, of which I am one, you're one, and I hope we got some other, it sounds like we have some other Witcher fans here. It's a cosmetic collection of 6 new Witcher-themed outfits coming to the fog.
Exactly. And of the 6, there are 2 legendary outfits. The first one being the Leshen outfit for the artist.
Oh, it's artist.
And of course, Geralt of Rivia outfit for Vittorio.
Oh my god, a fucking Vittorio skin that's actually from his time period? No fucking way. They keep going, like, oh, this person from, like, the 1400s. Put him in the year 2099. Why? The most confusing arc he's gone through.
One of the best parts of Geralt's outfit is that it comes with a great new batch of voice lines recorded specifically by Doug Cockle, the character's original voice actor.
Shout out to Doug Cockle. Any fans of him? He's actually in attendance at PAX this weekend. I saw. He's down in the signing area, so go meet him after the show.
And that's not all. In the collection, we also have very rare outfits for Yennefer,
Kate, alright.
Ciri,
Sable, alright.
Triss Marigold,
Michaela, okay, wow, alright.
and Eridan.
Wow. Holy shit.
So stay tuned.
I might have to start playing The Witcher.
We'll release more info on our socials.
Might have to start playing The Witcher for certain reasons.
And Eridan.
That's fucking dope looking. That's crazy looking.
So stay tuned. We'll release more info on our socials later.
Wow. I actually didn't know we were going to show all those. That's great. We change things at the last minute a lot of times.
Gotta keep
those look fantastic.
keep it fresh,
I'm
Eric.
excited. Just a note about if you're wondering, if you're kind of deep into this game, his medallion, Geralt's medallion, the eyes light up in the Witcher. That's not going to happen in our game, because the entity doesn't want him to have kind of
suppresses all magical powers.
Yeah. So in case people were worried about that, it's not happening. Okay. So
we also have some super cool Witcher-themed rewards attached to an upcoming Chaos Shuffle event.
Oh.
Coming out at the same time.
Neat.
And one of them is this
Of course.
amazing Geralt in the Tub player card.
Of course.
We couldn't talk about The Witcher without sharing this, so
The most iconic freeze frame in all of gaming history.
Content has been met for the show.
Beat for free.
So yes, June 3rd is right around the corner. Get psyched. But we still have some more to show you of other things. We're done with The Witcher for now, but other things. So our friend Matt, who you just saw, a tall guy, big bushy eyebrows back in the day.
Back in the day.
He did a TV show with the Boulet brothers.
Oh, finally?
called Dragula.
You're getting these skins finally?
They did a Dead by Daylight themed episode, which was flipping cool, and why not turn it around and now bring them into Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, it was
Been
super
what,
cool.
7
I'm
months
jealous
in the
of Matt,
making?
But they also have a video to talk to us about it.
All right.
It feels like this has been in the works for since last anniversary chapter.
This is Dracula and Swanthula, your queens of darkness, the Boulet brothers, and we are so excited about our crossover with Dead by Daylight. One of my favorite episodes of the show is when we did our Dead by Daylight challenge.
Oh, wow.
Our cast had to come up with looks worthy of becoming a new killer skin in Dead by Daylight.
The Boulet Brothers collection will feature 2 outfits. The first is the iconic outfit for the Huntress.
Oh.
After the winning design for that episode. The second is the Boulet Brothers artist outfit for the artist, which is a mix of both of us. Keep an eye out for that collection releasing on July 8th.
We'll see you in the fog.
Okay, so Huntress on artist skin. All right, dope.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Couple of concepts here of what you just saw.
Oh, that looks really cool. That looks really good. Holy shit.
Because this show doesn't have a limited time. So next up is something from the extended world of Dead by Daylight.
Oh.
Can you tell us about this one?
So last year,
Frank?
Supermassive Games released
Frank?
The Casting of Frank Stone, which explored the origins of a brand new killer. This year, Frank Stone in his transformed state.
Damn, somebody's
will be
super hot for
entering
Frank.
the entity's trials as a cool new legendary outfit for the Trapper.
There you go. I was like, it's gotta be for Trapper, right? He's a Trapper stand-in.
You can look for the Frank Stone's
That's
champion
from
outfit
the
to be
game.
released in September.
September.
And just as a note, if you played the game, you know that's a screenshot from the casting
Yes.
of Frank Stone. It's not an in-game shot just yet from Dead by Daylight.
We're gonna play that game
is what
again.
it's
That
based
was a good
on.
game.
So stay tuned for that one.
Could the 2 licensed survivors be from Frank Stone? Something to think about. I would prefer Frank to come in as his own chapter, right? Him plus 2 survivors, so you have interchanging skins. Okay.
All right, last one. Oh, actually, before I go on, in case you haven't played the casting of Frank Stone, which I think you should, it is now 80% off right now. No excuse not to buy it. Go play that amazing game.
Super good.
And shout out
Super
to
good game.
Supermassive. We love that. Okay, last one that Rose has brought for us today is adding some new outfits to an existing fan favorite collection.
Is swimsuits?
Yep, we're adding 2 new outfits to the Tomb Raider collection.
Oh. Trapezoid boobs. Trapezoid
Both of which
boobs.
are releasing on August 5th. The first one is Lara's classic ensemble, which is the
Oh.
iconic
Tomb
look.
Raider, Lara Croft.
My name's Laura.
Yep, this is the iconic look that
I'm
started
from the
it all for Tomb
jungle.
Raider, and we're super happy to be bringing it to Dead by Daylight. We'll also be adding in another outfit, but we'll be sharing more news about that in the future.
Yep. Wasn't ready yet.
If you get Angelina Jolie,
that's true. Get hype.
From the
Thank
movie.
you so much, Rose. I told
That'd
you
be
this would be
wild.
fine. FNAF is a big deal, but these are a big deal too, right, guys? So there's plenty of other collections that are still going to be releasing. We just don't have a million years on the show to show you all of them. So stay tuned. Check out.
Maybe you
Dead by
shouldn't have been at
Daylight, our
PAX.
Social media.
Maybe you should have done your normal Tuesday
And
stream.
now, Rose, I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye and good night. Bang. Eric?
Folks, now you got to spend a minute with me. I'm sorry.
Say likes the bad thing.
So we are here for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary, but we are also Behavior, a game studio that does other things, and we thought, why not just take just a minute to tell you about something cool that we're doing outside of Dead by Daylight. There is a desire from ourselves to help out and publish other smaller horror games where we can, and our first foray into that is with an amazingly cool little game, and it's called It Has My Face.
Okay.
Not my face, don't worry. So it is a first-person roguelite set in a dystopian city, and within the city you have to find and kill your own clone.
Oh, interesting.
If the clone doesn't kill you first.
Obviously.
It Has My Face started as a game jam creation by Nightbite Studios, which is 2 people. And in fact, they have recorded a little message for us today just to introduce themselves. So let's go to that.
Hello everyone, I am Salih, founder of Nightbite Games and the lead developer of It Has My Face. The game actually started as a jam game around the theme of clones, and the response was amazing. After the jam I kept working on it for years, and later my brother joined the project. We are a tiny team making this really unique and awesome game with lots of love, so I hope you enjoy the game as much as we do making it every day. Thank you for your support and stay tuned for more news.
Put it on Xbox, I'll play it. Oh, wow. Huh. What tummy? I like that. I like that you have to look at yourself to figure out who you are. I dig that so much. Target assassinated. Oh, environmental kills? Oh, shit. Bear traps? I dig it. I fuck with it. That's cool looking.
All right. So you can actually head to Steam right now if you want to check out the demo of It Has My Face and wishlist it. It's going to be in early access later this year. One last thing from the extended world of Behavior. Who has heard of Red Hook Studios, the creators of Darkest Dungeon? Yeah.
Oh. Got you ate them up.
Well, they are also doing their anniversary stream today from PAX. It is later today, in fact, the anniversary for Darkest Dungeon 2. It's at 6 p.m. right here from PAX if you want to check it out. It's not at PAX. I'm lying, but it's today. I'm at PAX, and my brain is melted.
Whose hasn't by now?
Red Hook's second anniversary stream for Darkest Dungeon 2 is at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
They've only been around for
You
2
can check
years?
it out on Twitch.
The game
at Red Hook
has?
Studios.
Feels like
We're
longer.
going to be hosting it on our own channel, so if you're lazy, you can just stay here. And that's your Eric Pope interlude. We're going to get back to the fun action now with Dave Richard. Dave, come out here.
Yeah, please explain.
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Eric.
I got to readjust myself. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
All right, Dave. We got a clock counting us down, so we're gonna zip through this. But this is an awesome one. This one is my personal favorite thing of the entire show.
As it should, yes.
It is. So it's a new original chapter coming.
Yep.
A new killer, new survivor.
Yes.
And that's kind of all we know.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this chapter because you have not created it yet.
Interesting.
What does that mean?
You're the one who would tell us.
What does that mean, Dave?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so obviously we have an amazing community. They have a lot of creativity. We've seen it in, homemade killers and some pitches online, how to balance the game, everything. So we want to be able to create a chapter from scratch with all of you, building every step from pre-production to the end of the process.
Yeah, so it's going to lead us up to our 10th anniversary. It's going to be an awesome experience. It's a long experience, too. We really want you to experience what it's like to build a whole chapter. So
Interesting.
Dave,
Okay.
I'm super excited about this.
There goes Jason being the 10th anniversary killer.
Germinate and come about.
Well, we've been thinking about it for quite a bit. We wanted to make sure that we could do this right. And I think we found the right format.
I think so. So do you want to talk about the format or do you want to tease it a little more?
I guess. Okay. So basically what we want to do is we will not go just, hey, let's get comments online and do something, people suggest. We want to make sure that we give you the right choices to build this so that we end up with something extraordinary that everybody will love. And so we are using a choose-your-own-adventure format for this. Matt is like, ooh, Matt's impressed backstage. Thank you, Matt.
We have some folks here who are pretty young, might not know what Choose Your Own Adventure is.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a series.
They're at the FNAF reveal. Well, we'll call this this chunk of the stream a reveal. Didn't give us much. Give us enough. FNAF just started doing their own Choose Your Adventure book, so if they don't know what it is and they're FNAF fans, they probably should.
Series of book.
Ralph.
And you read a story, there's a great narrative, and then you have a choice to make at every page that will bring you either to the dungeon, to open a door, and then you go to that other page of the choice you've made until you die horribly or get out of the book. So we want to do something similar for building the character. So a strong narrative that will bring you into the creation of these creature, killer, survivor, whatever.
And so every week or 2 or 3, depending on how busy Dave is, you as a community get to vote on certain choices to build from step by step each of these characters.
Absolutely.
So I think the community is probably going to make something special with their choices.
Oh, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Do you want to kind of give an example of what they might look like, those choices?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a killer, for example. We would start with the eye-level fantasy of who this character is. So, for example, we might ask, would you prefer to have a killer that's grounded into reality? Would you prefer a supernatural character, otherworldly character? And so we have these eye-level fantasy, and then based on the top vote, we move on to, in the story. And so we would define a little bit more precisely. So for example, if the top vote is supernatural, then maybe the other choice would be, is it an undead character? Is it a person that has occult supernatural powers? And so on until we'll define it, the whole fantasy, the narrative, and of course the power as well.
And so we're going to do the same for Survivor, right?
Absolutely. Of course, Survivor don't have powers, but they have perks to define. They have a rich backstory. Why do we empathize with them? So you'll get to forge this story, what relationship they have and how it defined this Survivor.
Yeah, so essentially you'll be in game, you see, oh, I got a new choice to make this week, you go and vote, and then maybe the next week or the next time we check in a couple weeks, you'll see the results of your previous vote. Okay, now we have an otherworldly killer, and then you move on from there, is that right?
That's absolutely right. You got it. But there is a twist.
Oh.
So just like in the Choose Your Own Adventure books, of course, you can always peek at the different choice to cheat to get the best thing you want for you. So in our process, we'll have twists like this. One, for example, is a change your fate mechanic. So we will always give you the padding choice of the top winning choice that you voted on and the runner-up. So you'll be able to see all of these different possibilities, and maybe we'll change path along the way. So there's a lot of question there. There's a lot of steps, and you know, for killers right now, as we designed this, we're over 1,000 different possibility of ending killers. So it's going to be pretty exciting.
And
you
the
should see the
goons are
crazy
going to win.
flowchart Miro board he's built. It's amazing. So the idea is to
The
take
Goon Squad
all
is going to
these
be
folks
out in
through
full
the whole
force.
production cycle, yeah?
Yeah, so pre-production, we start with fantasy, teams, etc. And then when we finish this, we won't stop for production. We will involve you in production as well. So anytime that usually in a chapter creation, we get to decide which outfit, which weapon is going to use, you know, we see different concept and we choose the best one, we will involve you into that. So for example, for the killer's weapon, we would show you 3 different concepts of weapons with lore attached, the reasoning why the killer would use this, and you will vote on the one you want in the final product.
Yep, it's a big
Sounds like a cool
experiment that
concept.
I'm psyched to take you through, because you might actually learn something along the way about how flippin' complex game development is, but we want you to take the ride with us for once instead of just waiting for the result. So I think it's gonna be cool.
We'd love to be able to have more PTBs along the way too, so that you can also play the prototypes, which is something that you don't usually see.
That I'd be interested in seeing.
Oh, hey. Matt's excited. Yeah, so the idea is, you know, our 10th anniversary, almost a yearish from now, is all about you, the community. So that's a really nice thematic way to build up towards it throughout the year, yeah?
Absolutely. So it's going to take a while. It's going to be
makes
a
sense.
super
That's pretty good.
nice adventure. Can't wait to see what you will choose, what you will build. We've done some internal tests, and every time we ended up with a different concept, which was amazingly interesting. And yeah, we want to have this available for our 10th anniversary year, so sometime in 2026.
Yeah, it's been super fun testing it internally. Dave's essentially been our dungeon master as we create this new character. It's super cool. So, right, we're not gonna wait too long to get started. Just hang tight another couple weeks, and our first vote will roll out, and then we'll just go on from there. We can do pretty much what we want. We keep coming up with questions during this process, like, oh, what should we do for this? And the answer keeps coming back, well, whoa, let's let the community choose. So right down to the name of the chapter, you know, we're talking about everything. So we'll see you out there.
So keep an eye out on our socials so that you know when it starts and you get to vote on the first choice.
Awesome. Thank you, Dave,
Hey, no problem.
for joining us one more time. Thank you.
Thank you, Max.
We're shockingly on time, and that means I get to make a merch shout out. Let's see that merch, folks.
That's
Matt's
pretty good.
making his way out here. You can maybe still get some, so it's not this one, the merch down at the booth, but that's selling out fast. And this you can get on the shop right now, on the DVD shop. So, yeah, hi, Matt, why are you here?
Hey, we are at the end of the show. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us. Normally, this is the bit of the show, if you've watched the anniversary once or twice, where you figure, oh, there's gotta be something that comes after, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But in this case, we've tried to do things a little differently this year.
Because we heard Gorgiro was going to attend, and we're like, cancel it. Let's not do anything special for this one.
So if you've paid very close
The first time they've called that a leaker?
attention to the show, you will notice that we've already told you what the license coming after Five Nights at Freddy's is. So
you already told them throughout the show.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of clues hidden throughout our broadcast, a bunch of hints. So I want you to put on your tinfoil hats. Polly, we're looking at you. And then give us our best speculations and theories on what you think it is. Actually, anybody here knows?
Shrek, yes, absolutely.
Shrek is what was shouted from the crowd if you're watching at home.
I think I think Shrek is in the maybe pile.
He's not even joking.
So yeah, go on our socials, tag us, and give us your best speculations and your best guesses. We will let you know if you were right. Go back, watch the show.
We heard they like teasers, right? So let's do some teasing of what the next chapter is
There you
instead
go.
of just shouting it at you on a stage. Shout out to the Binding of Isaac, actually. They were just talking about us on Twitter, yeah. But it's not that.
Boo.
You're not supposed to.
I shouldn't say that, but
no,
it's
you're not supposed to. All right, well, one last time, thank you again so very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Boston, Massachusetts. We do have another stream coming shortly. We'll announce the date when we can to reveal the specifics of the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, how the gameplay works and all that. Stay tuned.
And come see us at the booth afterwards. We'll be happy to hug and shake.
All right, fine. Just an abrupt ending. All right, that's cool. Huh. You've dropped hints. No, it's not in the chapter select names. I'm out of ideas. I'm out. I'm gonna throw out one of the leaks we've been hearing about for, God, what, 2-3 years now? Like, oh, we're supposed to happen, but it's pushed back because this and that. Are we gonna get the fucking Walking Dead finally? Are we gonna get Rick and Daryl? Huh. That'd be pretty fucking wild. Where is it? Where is it? You fucking cowards. There it is. I mean, let's just go through the entire thing. Fuck it, right?
For the longest time.
Yep.
So finally, it's here.
So what are we doing?
Show me, cowards.
That's
Yeah. No, it's perfect. So far, no notes. I hate that they blue balled us for a year. 365-ish days. They blue balled us. And now they're like, we're gonna blue ball you another 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Everybody's speculation is that the 27th is when the PTB will happen because the Orella thing's charity incentive ends then. I think we're supposed to get a modifier as well, and that's only gonna run like 2 weeks till the 27th, and like there's a bunch of stuff the 27th. So, hate that we gotta wait till then to see him in action, but so far so good. So far so good for now. Dogs are barking. I gotta apparently stop them. Yeah, I'm excited. Excitement still. Where is his model? We can kind of see. Fantastic looking. Fantastic. I don't see anything like, oh, it's gonna be a teaser, like little Easter eggs here, showcase. I don't see anything. But for now, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed what you witnessed, hook the like button, more subscribe button, bing bong that bell, and until next time, I will see you in the fog. Good luck.